28, Chapter 305. Are you feeling all right? You haven't fully recovered yet. No, I'm fine. If you feel tired, take a rest. Team leader suck. You may be young, but continually pushing yourself will wear you down. I'm ashamed. Lee Jong-ryong cast a glance at Seok Go-jun, whose face was ashen and inwardly tutted. To think he'd be defeated so easily. Seok Go-jun is Lee Jong-ryong's sharpest weapon. He believed that, in secret, fewer than 5 in the country could rival Seok Go-jun's prowess. Naturally, this included Cheon Tae-min and himself. To bring down such a guy with a single move. It's far beyond what I had anticipated. He had to concede. He had underestimated Jae-jin Taekyung and the Peace Guild. The disparity in strength was almost comical, and yet, he was the one repeatedly outmaneuvered. Lee Jong-ryong's gaze settled on Seok Go-jun, who had lowered his head. Go-jun. Upon hearing his name, Seok Go-jun looked up. Being addressed by name indicated a master-disciple dialogue, not that of a vice guild master to a security team leader. Yes, master. You are my disciple whom I've trained with all my heart. Never forget Tat. I have never forgotten, not for a moment. Master, you are more than a parent to me. Lee Jong-ryong acknowledged his unwavering loyalty with a nod. There were flaws in this disciple, but his allegiance was unparalleled. His hesitation to take Go-jun to the next level stemmed from a possibly unwarranted worry. But it was time to hone him further. It's not that you were defeated, but that you stumbled. I will give you the strength to rise again. Strength, you say? For now, just know that. I will make you capable of bringing down Jin Tae-kyung with your own hands. Seok Go-jun trembled and bowed deeply. Thank you, master. Always remember that this master believes in you. Though his voice was gentle, Lee Jong-ryong's eyes held an inscrutable expression. Seok Go-jun, oblivious to these inner musings, lifted his head, his face tinged with color. The subtle sound of approaching footsteps near the door. They're finally here. Lee Jong-ryong's soft utterance caused Seok Go-jun to knit his brows. They're late. Let it be. It's only their first year in office. They're trying to enjoy it before the lame duck period sets in. But still, to make master wait. Team leader Seok, remember your duty. You understood. Seok Go-jun transitioned from disciple back to the Aries Guild's security team leader, silencing himself. Shortly, a delegation of about half a dozen entered. The front man, middle-aged, advanced and extended his hand to Lee Jong-ryong. I apologize for making you wait. Traffic was heavier than usual today. I realized again the importance of having a security vehicle. Haha. His demeanor was courteous yet exuded self-assurance. Only someone of his stature could confidently approach Lee Jong-ryong, the unofficial chief of the Aries Guild. Adorned with a Taegukgi badge, this middle-aged man was someone who could afford such a gesture. Lee Jong-ryong, with a slight smile, accepted the handshake. No worries. Thank you for coming here, Mr. President. President Baek Han-song, the 27th president of South Korea and the youngest ever elected at 40, nodded. It's been a while, Vice Guild Master Lee Jong-ryong. Is this our first meeting since the inauguration oath at the beginning of the year? Yes, it is. We meet more often than I thought. Really? Haha. Baek Han-song's laughter echoed in response to Lee Jong-ryong's remark. He too recognized the magnitude of Lee Jong-ryong's influence. A saying went around that South Korea had 2 presidents, and the Aries Guild House was akin to another Blue House. During the previous president's term, he never visited the Blue House even once. A major guild is a fortress built on power and wealth. Lee Jong-ryong's position, controlling the Aries Guild, overshadowed former conglomerate leaders. Baek Han-song's informal meeting with Lee Jong-ryong was possible due to 2 factors: his status as an early-term president with substantial public backing, and the existence of mutually beneficial agendas for discussion. People say you gain more leisure as you age, but it seems not in my case. You are indeed straightforward. Baek Han-song, understanding the subtle implication in Lee Jong-ryong's words, presented a white envelope. Here's an unofficial diplomatic letter from President Xiaoyang of China. As expected, it's unofficial. Yes, as you know, the People's Republic of China remains a staunchly communist nation, as its official title implies. The Communist Party leadership strives to maintain public calm and steadfast faith in the party. They've managed to hide damage of that scale. I'm not sure whether to call it impressive. If this gets out, it will throw the whole of China into chaos. There would be no turning back. Yet a select few were privy to the reality, already dubbing it the Sichuan province catastrophe. The Chinese Communist Party had declared it a severe earthquake, deploying the People's Liberation Army to seal the area. A lich, was it? That named monster inadvertently helped the Central Committee of China. Even US satellites can't get a clear view inside. It's a spatial distortion spell, a very powerful one. I see I'm still a complete novice when it comes to magic. It might have helped the Central Committee, but it's having a negative impact on the military situation. We don't know what's happening inside. With a casual expression on his face, Li Zhongryong's eyes swiftly perused the document's text. After a brief review, he quietly commented on its contents. 30A rank hunters, 200B rank hunters. This document from China was essentially a mercenary contract, addressing the current crisis. A particular detail stood out sharply. They've named me. President Baek Han-song nodded. The Central Military Commission insisted strongly. They said that the Aries Guild and Vice Guild Master Li Zhongryong's role would be crucial in this matter. That makes sense. The situation is spiraling out of control. As you know, despite the number of hunters China possesses, their elite forces are not well developed. That's a chronic problem for China. Tap, tap, tap. Li Zhongryong's fingers rhythmically tapped on the paper, his mind rapidly calculating. The manpower China sought constituted about 20% of the Aries Guild's total capacity. Including Li Zhongryong, that figure could jump to 50%. S-rank hunters are formidable. Their global count under 20. They must be quite desperate. This wasn't the first time China had made such a proposal. 3 days prior, Li Zhongryong held a clandestine meeting with the Chinese ambassador. The footage accompanying the proposal was astonishing. It was an incredible spell, command over legions of monsters, the raw destructive power of the magic. It was a level of threat far surpassing any lich encountered in the Great Cataclysm. A singular spell, yet its peril was unmistakable. But, with great risk comes great reward. Gaining influence in a dictatorial regime is notoriously challenging. The Sichuan province catastrophe spelled disaster for some but presented a unique chance for others. The incentives offered by China were irresistibly enticing, raising concerns about competition snapping them up. As long as I am involved, this operation will not fail. Concluding his reflections, Li Zhongryong finally declared his decision. I will accept China's proposal. A wise decision. President Baek Han-song's expression lightened with a smile. If the Aries Guild significantly impacted this situation, the diplomatic advantages would be substantial. For a president keen on marking a notable achievement in his tenure, this was an unmissable chance. I'm rather grateful that I can be of help to the country and to you, Mr. President, but the next words from Li Zhongryong made Baek Han-song's smile fade. I've heard rumors that similar proposals have been made to a few of the top 10 guilds in the country, not just to our Aries Guild. I know it's probably just a rumor, but I thought I should ask, just in case. After a moment of silence, Baek Han-song replied. That's an unfounded rumor that is leaked. There's no way such a thing would happen. At that moment, the chief of staff, standing behind Baek Han-song, contemplated internally. He needed to cancel the informal meeting with leaders of the top 10 domestic guilds planned for the next day. With the unnecessary branches trimmed, Li Zhongryong's smile grew wider. I see. Understood. I'll start selecting the necessary personnel immediately. But Baek Han-song's words did not end there. While the talk about the top 10 guilds is a rumor, it's not entirely baseless. Li Zhongryong, in the midst of paperwork, paused briefly. What do you mean? Among the guilds that received China's proposal, there is one that is not part of the top 10 guilds. Surely not. A fleeting notion crossed Li Zhongryong's mind. Simultaneously, Baek Han-song began to speak. It's the Peace Guild to which Hunter Jin Tae-kyung belongs. Li Zhongryong's expression tensed. Again, that man was intersecting his path. Jin Tae-kyung's name now irked him more than Choi Min-woo's. That's troublesome. Li Zhongryong's tone was gruff, edged with frustration. The young president seemed to be allowing this development. Li Zhongryong was cognizant of the new president's anti-Aries stance, but this felt like blatant antagonism. He checked his rising irritation and remarked, "Too many cooks spoil the broth. I am aware, Your Excellency. This is not a matter to be taken lightly." Li Zhongryong was interrupted by Baek Han-song's composed reply. The helmsman was personally summoned by the ship owner. There was nothing I could do. The ship owner? Surely not. Yes, President Xiao Yang himself requested it. He specifically named Vice Guild Master Li Zhongryong and the Aries, and insisted on the participation of Hunter Jin Tae-kyung. Li Zhongryong's eyes flickered with surprise. In that instant, Baek Han-song experienced the exhilaration he felt when he defied expectations and secured his election victory. He stifled a burgeoning laugh and glanced at his watch. The Peace Guild is relatively small, so they're quick to prepare. By now they should have already boarded their flight. You deceitful human. Wow, this is first class. I, the commander, thought of you as a deceitful and foolish human. I was wrong. I apologize sincerely. Wow, these cushions are amazing. What kind of drinks do you have? You are a madman, a crazy person, a lunatic, a madman. Look at how spacious these seats are. I could live here. You madman. I told you not to go. He is annoyingly loud. Ignoring the skeleton warlord's howls emanating from my inventory, I turned to Mr. Choi. How much does one of these cost? Mr. Choi, always ready to share, began enthusiastically. the new model from the renowned German aircraft manufacturer Focke-Wulf, known for its exceptional technology. Note: Focke-Wulf was a German manufacturer of civil and military aircraft before and during World War II. It is one of the predecessor companies of today's Airbus. Here we go again. I interjected before he could delve into the history of Focke-Wulf's founder. No, I don't care if it's Focke-Wulf or Pokemon Black Friday. How much does a plane like this usually cost? Note: it sounds ridiculous here, but this is another case where Focke-Wulf and Pokemon Black Friday are phonetically similar to each other in Korean. In Korean, the Focke-Wulf would be pronounced as Poke-Wulf. For an aircraft like the one we're currently on, it would be just over 100 billion. I should buy one. Anyone overhearing this would label me as delusional, but it wasn't a far-fetched idea. I recalled a discussion with Mr. Choi a few hours earlier. I'm sorry, but please tell Jong-suk I can't make it. It's not Yong-suk, it's President Xiaoyang. It's really a pity though. I feel the same. It's good to make a name for myself and raise the guild status, but that place, they offered 10 billion. How much? 10 billion. If you stay beyond the promised week, they'll calculate it as 10 billion per week. Weekly? A weekly salary of 10 billion? It's unavoidable. But I still won't go. With thousands of monsters and a crazy skeleton magician, even for me that's too much. I'm not obsessed with money. They said they would pay 50 trillion to whoever catches the lich. Oh, suddenly I'm craving something spicy. Sichuan cuisine is known to be spicy and flavorful. Fuck it, let's go. The preparations were made in an instant. It was just Mr. Choi and me en route to China. After all, President Xiaoyang had originally requested only my presence. This isn't about the money. This is about aiding China's distressed populace and boosting the guild's prestige. Carrying this sense of purpose, I faced Mr. Choi. But Mr. Choi, yes? If I make 50 trillion, do we split that with the guild too? Let's be clear before we go. Money matters should be neat and tidy. Mr. Choi, looking incredulous, replied, "We'll split it 9-1. This bastard. While we were viewing each other as human garbage, the announcement echoed through the cabin, and the Chinese private jet commenced its climb.